So here's the crew. All right.
Like, are you situated before we start? Okay, well, thank everybody for showing up for my persuasive speech here. This topic today is going to be vaping and why it is dangerous. Just start with a little bit about myself. My name is Chris. I've been a paramedic for close to 5 years. Part of my job is not only taking care of the sick and the injured, but it's also to educate the public on things that could be potentially harmful and ways to avoid it. The reason why we're here is that we all know smoking is bad, but is vaping truly safer? To start with, I want you guys to check this out. Smoking does lead to COPD. COPD is the number four killer in the United States, and the majority of those deaths that are attributed to COPD are related to smoking. Right now, vaping is being pushed as a way to stop smoking, a smoking cessation program. So some things we're going to go over today is what effects are known from smoking, the similarities that we have from vaping that we know of, and the current information we have right now on why vaping is harmful. So here we go. Let's start with the effects of smoking on the body. First and foremost, lung cancer. All right, about 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 lung cancers are attributed to smoking. Smoking also leads to things like esophagus cancer, stomach cancer, mouth cancer, leukemia, and a few other ones as well. Next on the list, we have the COPD, or congestive obstructive pulmonary disease, which is the stretching of the air sacs, allowing the exchange of gas not to work, and this is a non-curable disease. Next on the list we have is heart disease and stroke by thickening of the blood, narrowing of the vessels, and hardening of the vessels. You end up with cardiac disease such as heart attacks, angina, hypertension, strokes, and potentially death. What we found is that the chemicals in smoking is what leads to inflammation. This inflammation is how these disease processes start, because chronic inflammation leads to changes in the DNA, which changes into the disease process. So the similarities in vaping that we are aware of. If you're trying to quit smoking on a chemical level, yes, it's actually safer for you because there's less chemicals. However, you're still dealing with the addiction, you're still dealing with the habit, in the sense of that one of the primary drugs is nicotine inside of it. We're also seeing an increase in the use of non-smokers as vapors, and you're still taking in chemicals. So, to put it this way, think of these two hammers, one is smoking, one is vaping. All right, if you choose to be hit with the rubber mallet because it doesn't leave marks versus the ball peen hammer, just understand you're still harming yourself regardless if this leaves marks or not. The harmful chemicals that we're seeing here is the propellants, which is labeled up here, that was marked safe as a food additive or against your skin by the FDA, but once it's heated and mixed with a couple other chemicals, it's creating cancer-causing agents that are well known of enter your body while you're vaping. So what do we know? First instance that we were aware of was in July of 2019 in Wisconsin. 8 patients were identified. Fast forward to September 20th is not the latest information, but it is the one that I was able to find with the exact number of over 900 cases, over 45 states with 8 deaths attributed to it. And that number is still on the rise to include number of people infected as well as dying. The reason why it's so prolific is that the disease process is pretty wide. Everything from a mild cough to pulmonary edema, which is fluid in the lungs, respiratory failure, and including death. The reason why we're able to track all this so well is we have a better understanding of these chemicals, these cancer-causing agents from smoking and from chemicals being absorbed into the lungs We know what we're looking for. Technology has allowed us to be faster about it. The only thing we're missing is the connection between vaping and getting sick, and that's still being heavily researched at this point. So in conclusion, what we went over is what smoking does to your body, the similarities of vaping, and what we know so far. I want to leave you guys with this, that on a chemical level, yeah, vaping is better than smoking. However, you're still ingesting it into your body and you're still harming yourself. That is my presentation. If you have any questions, I will be available afterwards. I do have a pamphlet here if you are looking to stop vaping or smoking as well.